A quiet evening settles over a weary heart. The day has carried its weight, and now the body finds the stillness of night. There is a sense of tiredness resting beneath the surface, a gentle guardedness shaped by hours lived and moments held. A longing lingers for safety, for being kept, for rest that does not require effort. The room is dim, lamplight soft against the walls, breath slowing as the night deepens. This moment feels like bedtime, when striving loosens, and the soul waits for peace. Hands resting easily, shoulders easing downward, breath moving in and slowly out, eyes growing heavy in the quiet, the body allowed to be still. If these prayers bring you peace, take a moment to like this video, subscribe for more nightly prayers, and share where you're listening from tonight. Your presence and words help keep this space gentle and growing. Now, take another slow breath. Let us begin this prayer together. Holy God, in this hushed hour, a heart comes before you in the stillness. Nothing is hidden here. Nothing needs to be proven. There is only quiet arrival and reverent nearness. The noise of the day fades gently away, and sacred calm settles in its place. This moment is offered to you, just as it is, unguarded, unhurried, held. You are the one who watches over life with faithful care, the one whose presence does not sleep, the one who holds every breath without strain or force. In the quiet of night, remembrance rises that you have sustained each step, that every moment has been known, every heartbeat preserved. Your hands have not slipped, your care has not wandered. There is comfort in knowing that life rests within your keeping, that no foot stumbles outside your awareness, that even now, as night deepens, your attention remains gentle and near. Still waters seem to surround this moment, like a quiet valley beneath starlight. The soul does not need to stand watch, because you remain awake. Peace is offered here, not as a task, but as a gift. Safety settles like a soft covering. Care flows without condition. Rest is welcomed, never demanded. Your nearness becomes the shelter of this night, and in that nearness, there is permission to let go. The quiet deepens a little more. The evening air feels softer now, like a gentle breeze moving through olive trees at dusk. What was held tightly through the day begins to loosen. Without effort, without force. There is no need to revisit every moment. No need to solve or secure anything. The heart is allowed to simply be here, resting in the slow unfolding of night. Thoughts drift like clouds across a darkening sky, appearing, then passing on. None need to be chased away. None need to be followed. They are free to come, and free to leave. Stillness remains beneath them all, quiet and steady, A deeper calm waits patiently, just below the surface. God of gentle keeping, in this settling hour, a soul rests before you. The weight of the day is placed down, piece by piece. What was heavy no longer needs to be carried through the night. What was unfinished no longer asks for attention. Everything finds its place in your care. You are the one who steadies what feels unsteady. The one who keeps watch when vigilance grows tired. There is reassurance in remembering that life does not rest on effort alone. That even in stillness, you are at work preserving and sustaining. Nothing fragile is left unattended in your presence. Like a quiet valley wrapped in evening shadow. Like water lying smooth beneath moonlight. So the inner world begins to settle. Edges soften. Resistance fades. The heart learns again that it is safe to rest. Breath flows gently now. Without thought. Without strain. Inhaling calm. Exhaling what no longer needs to stay. The body receives permission to release. Muscles loosen. The jaw rests. The rhythm of night carries everything toward peace. Faith does not need words here. Trust does not need explanation. There is simply the comfort of being held. Of knowing that every step has been guided. And every moment ahead remains within your watchful care. Let this settling continue. Let quiet deepen naturally. Let the heart grow still in your presence. Nothing more is required. Nothing more is asked. The day begins to fade like lamplight turned low. Its sounds soften. Its edges blur. What once felt close now feels distant. Like footsteps quieting down a long path. There is space opening inside. Room for rest to arrive gently. Without invitation or demand. Memories of the day rise for a moment. Then settle back down. Moments of effort. Moments of strain. Moments of quiet faithfulness. All of it now rests behind this threshold of night. Nothing needs to be reviewed. Nothing needs to be fixed. Everything that was carried can now be placed into still hands. God who receives every offering of the heart. This time is given back to you. Each hour lived. Each step taken. Each breath drawn. The successes and the shortcomings. The seen and the unseen. All are released into your keeping. Without defense. Without explanation. There is relief in letting the day go. In trusting that nothing important will be lost when it is placed with you. What mattered remains known. What did not matter begins to dissolve. Peace makes room where effort once lived. Like evening dew settling on quiet ground. Like a soft wind moving through tall grass. Release happens slowly. Naturally. The soul does not rush itself. It rests in the patience of your care. You are the one who has carried life through every season. The one who has not allowed the path to slip beyond your sight. Even now, as the day is surrendered, your presence stays close. steady and untroubled. There is nothing in this day that has moved you away. The body follows the heart into rest. Breathing deepens. Movements become fewer. Stillness feels less unfamiliar, more welcoming. The night seems to gather everything into quiet order. Let what is finished remain finished. Let what is unfinished rest for morning. Let trust take the place of effort. Let surrender be gentle and complete. In this letting go, peace grows wider. Safety feels nearer. Rest draws closer. All is held, and nothing is at risk. The quiet now feels settled, like the world has paused its movement. Shadows rest softly along the walls, and the night breathes evenly. There is less need to watch, less need to brace. What once stayed alert begins to soften its hold. Guarded places within the heart become visible in this calm. Not with urgency, not with demand, but with gentle awareness. These places have worked hard to protect, to endure, to remain steady. And now, they are allowed to rest. God of patience and kindness, you see every layer of the heart, even the ones shaped by long days and careful waiting. Nothing here surprises you. Nothing here needs to be hidden or explained. All guardedness is met with quiet understanding. There is permission now to loosen what has been clenched, to release watchfulness that no longer needs to stand guard, to trust that your care does not falter in the dark. Your keeping does not weaken when eyes close. Like hands opening slowly, one finger at a time. Like a door resting gently back on its frame. The heart eases itself open. Not all at once. Not by force, but in its own unhurried way. You are near in this softness. Not pressing. Not demanding. Simply present. Steady and faithful. Your nearness creates safety without words. Your presence becomes the shelter of this night. Breath moves quietly through the body. Each exhale carries a little more release. Each inhale brings calm reassurance. The rhythm feels natural, unmeasured, as if the night itself is breathing alongside. Nothing needs to be defended here. Nothing needs to be held back. Life rests within your preserving care. Even vulnerability is safe beneath your watch. Let the heart remain open only as far as it wishes. Let rest arrive without expectation. Let trust grow without pressure. Everything unfolds gently in your time. A deeper stillness settles in now. The night feels wide and unhurried, like a quiet field beneath starlight. What was once restless has slowed. What was once guarded now rests more easily. The heart begins to trust the silence. There is a gentle awareness of being held. Not tightly, not restrictively, but with steady presence, as though unseen arms surround this moment, offering support without demand. Faith does not rush forward here. It forms slowly, like roots growing beneath calm soil. Trust rises without effort, built not on striving, but on remembrance of how life has been preserved through every unseen moment. God who sustains every breath. This heart rests in the knowledge that you have never withdrawn your care, that through waking hours and sleeping hours alike, your watchfulness remains complete. Nothing fragile has been overlooked. Like still water reflecting quiet light, like a valley resting in evening shadow, so the inner world grows calm and spacious. There is room now to breathe, room now to rest without fear. The body follows this trust, settling deeper into stillness, muscles releasing what they have held, breath becoming slow and even. The night welcomes this surrender. There is comfort in knowing that preservation does not depend on effort, that life is kept not by constant vigilance, but by your faithful presence, always near, always attentive. Even when awareness begins to drift, nothing needs to be prepared for tomorrow. Nothing needs to be solved tonight. The heart is free to rest in this moment alone, held in care that does not waver. Let this trust continue to deepen. Let stillness spread gently. Let peace settle where worry once lingered. Everything is safe within your keeping. The night now feels settled into its deepest quiet. Time moves gently, without hedges, without urgency. Awareness softens, as though floating on still water beneath a dark sky. Nothing presses forward, nothing pulls back. This moment simply rests. What remains held inside begins to loosen further, not because it is forced to release, but because it senses safety. The need to control fades quietly into the background. The soul no longer stands watch over every outcome. God of steady faithfulness. There is a yielding that happens naturally in your presence, a gentle leaning away from self-effort, and a turning toward trust that feels warm and unafraid. Here, surrender is not loss. It is relief. The hands of the heart open slowly, releasing plans, expectations, unseen burdens, releasing the need to understand every path ahead. Nothing slips away too soon. Everything is simply placed into your care, like olive branches resting in evening air, like fields lying quiet after harvest. So the inner striving comes to rest. There is no hurry to arrive anywhere else. This moment is enough. You are the one who has preserved life without fail, the one who steadies each step whether noticed or unseen. The path has not depended on constant vigilance. It has rested beneath your watch all along, and it continues to rest there now. Breathing grows slower, deeper. Each rise and fall carries surrender further inward. The body learns what the soul already knows, that it does not have to hold everything together, that it is allowed to rest fully. Control gives way to trust. Effort gives way to quiet confidence. There is peace in knowing that preservation is already complete. That nothing essential can be lost while held by you. Even as awareness begins to soften, stillness spreads like gentle warmth. From the center outward, calming thoughts, easing tension, wrapping the whole being in quiet assurance. The night receives this surrender kindly. Let this yielding continue without resistance. Let the heart rest without guarding. Let trust deepen beyond words. Everything is safe. Everything is held. The quiet now feels almost weightless. Thoughts move more slowly, as if drifting across a calm sky. There is less distinction between holding and releasing. What once felt tight now rests open. The night carries everything gently. What has been clung to through long hours begins to soften its grip. Not out of loss, but out of trust. The heart senses that it does not need to guard every concern. That care continues even in stillness. That nothing important depends on wakefulness. God of unwavering presence. What has been held tightly is now offered back to you. Every concern that lingered beneath the surface. Every silent effort to keep things steady. All of it placed into your faithful hands. There is no rush in this releasing. Each burden sets down at its own pace. One by one. Without force. The soul recognizes the safety of your keeping, and chooses rest over vigilance. Like a quiet valley releasing its echo. Like water settling after a gentle ripple. So the inner world grows smooth and calm. Edges soften. Movement slows. Peace becomes the natural state. Your care does not depend on constant attention. Your preservation does not require effort from the weary. Life remains secure beneath your watch. Even as awareness begins to dim. Even as sleep draws closer. Breath flows softly now. Barely noticed. Barely guided. The body responds with ease. Letting go of the last places of tension. Sinking into stillness. Nothing needs to be held for tomorrow. Nothing needs to be carried into the night. The heart is free to rest completely. Surrounded by your quiet protection. Let this releasing continue gently. Let trust take its place naturally. Let surrender remain unforced and complete. Everything is already within your care. A sense of shelter settles over this moment. Like standing beneath wide branches in evening calm. The world feels held. Contained. Safe. Nothing intrudes. Nothing disturbs. The night itself seems to keep watch. Rest deepens as awareness softens further. The edges of thought blur into quiet. There is no need to listen for every sound. No need to remain alert. Protection is already present. God who watches without weariness. This life rests beneath your attentive care. Not for a moment have you turned away. Not for a breath has your presence withdrawn. Your watchfulness surrounds this night completely, like a gentle covering drawn over resting shoulders, like lamplight glowing steadily in a darkened room. So your care remains constant and near, calm and unchanging, a quiet assurance that nothing is left unattended. The heart settles deeper into this safety, releasing the habit of watchfulness, trusting that preservation does not depend on effort, that even in sleep, life is held securely. Breathing remains slow and even, each breath a quiet affirmation of rest. The body sinks comfortably into stillness. Muscles relax. Thoughts fade. The night receives this calm willingly. There is peace in knowing that nothing fragile rests on human strength alone. That life is sustained by your faithful presence. Always near. Always attentive. Whether waking or sleeping. Whether aware or unaware. Let this sense of shelter remain. Let calm deepen without interruption. Let trust settle firmly and gently. Everything is safe beneath your watch. The night stretches quietly around every corner of the room. Soft shadows flow across familiar shapes. There is a gentle hush that seems to settle not only over the space, but over the heart. A sense of restfulness rises, effortless, unhurried. The soul feels the ease of being contained in safety. Tension from earlier hours drifts away. The urge to grasp or control loosens. What was held tightly without rest now finds relief. There is only the slow, unforced awareness of peace. Each breath echoes the calm of a steady presence, God who preserves life, every heartbeat, every step, every quiet thought. They are known fully, seen tenderly, cared for without interruption, even the parts of the soul that ache quietly, even the places that have remained guarded, all rest under your constant attention, like still water reflecting the soft glow of evening starlight, like olive branches swaying gently in a peaceful breeze. So life itself lies calm and secure. Nothing essential is lost. Nothing fragile is abandoned. Every part is preserved, every breath attended. The heart leans further into trust. There is no need to measure or question. The soul simply rests in knowing that protection and care are complete, even now, as night deepens, even now, as awareness begins to drift towards sleep. Breathing flows evenly, a natural rhythm rising and falling. The body responds, releasing the last traces of tension. The mind becomes soft, receptive, ready to receive the quiet gift of rest. All that has been held, all that has been carried, now rests beneath your faithful watch. No effort is required, no vigilance is demanded. Everything is preserved, sustained, secured, and the soul breathes more freely in this assurance. Let the calm continue to spread through every fiber of being. Let peace settle unbroken. Let the knowledge of preservation seep slowly into sleep. Nothing disturbs, nothing threatens. All is safe in your hands. A profound stillness fills the space. The evening feels endless in its gentle unfolding. Thoughts that once wandered now rest quietly. The heart, surrendered, lies soft beneath the calm. Every worry that lingered drifts slowly, like leaves on a quiet stream. There is no urgency here, no need to anticipate, no need to guard. The soul learns the rhythm of trust. The rhythm of knowing life is preserved beyond effort. Every breath reminds of your constant presence. God who sustains and keeps. The life entrusted to you remains safe. Every moment of waking and sleeping, every sigh and heartbeat, held tenderly beneath your gaze, protected without strain, preserved without question, like starlight scattered across a silent valley, like water that reflects the calm of evening skies. So preservation flows gently through this being. It is not forced, not earned, not demanded. It simply is, a quiet, abiding reality. The heart leans further into this assurance. Muscles release tension held unknowingly. Breathing grows deeper, even. The body and soul attune to the rhythm of peace. Rest becomes natural, easy, unbroken, even in the dimness of thought. Even as sleep begins to brush the edges of consciousness, life remains held, cared for, watched. Nothing essential is ever forgotten. Nothing fragile slips beyond your keeping. There is a gentle confidence that arises here, not proud, not striving, simply calm, knowing that what has been entrusted is preserved, that the night itself carries the assurance of safety. Let this trust deepen. Let surrender grow without resistance. Let the heart feel the weight of your protection. Let the soul know the stillness is complete. Peace flows, wrapping everything in gentle security. Everything that has been placed in your care rests fully. Nothing more is required of the heart. Nothing more is asked from the body. Only the gift of your preservation remains, and the night embraces this gift tenderly. The night now feels like a quiet sanctuary. Shadows rest softly across familiar shapes. The heart, having released its burdens, lies in gentle repose. There is a sense of dwelling, simply being, not striving, not reaching, only resting in the presence that never leaves. A calm spreads through every corner of the mind. Thoughts settle into soft rhythms. Memories drift past like slow-moving clouds. Each inhale carries peace. Each exhale releases the last traces of tension. God who abides without end. Here, in the stillness of night, a soul rests in your nearness. No moment is unobserved, no heartbeat overlooked. You remain close, quiet yet unwavering. Your presence fills the spaces the world cannot touch, like a quiet river reflecting the moon's gentle glow, like olive trees bending softly in an evening breeze. So the soul feels held, protected, cradled, untroubled by anything outside your care. Every breath becomes a prayer without words, a simple rhythm echoing trust. The body responds with ease. The mind softens further. The heart learns the peace of abiding presence. Even the guarded places of the soul feel calm. Walls built for safety now relax, replaced with quiet confidence in your care, that nothing essential is lost, nothing fragile left unattended. All rests safely in your keeping. Let stillness deepen. Let awareness dissolve into calm. Let the assurance of preservation wrap the soul fully. Nothing interrupts, nothing disturbs. Only the gentle, steady pulse of your presence remains. Peace flows like a soft wind across quiet valleys, gentle and constant, steadying every thought, easing every worry, carrying the heart toward deeper rest. Let the soul remain here, dwelling in your presence, held tenderly, securely, as the night continues its gentle embrace, and the heart learns again to simply be. The stillness of night grows deeper. Shadows stretch and blend into quiet corners. A calmness spreads through every part of the being. The heart rests easily. The body feels the gentle support of this sacred hour. Thoughts drift slowly, like leaves floating on calm water. They come and go without resistance, each one noticed, then released. The soul breathes freely in the space between moments. God who never leaves. The presence of your hand is gentle yet unwavering. Even in darkness, even in silence, you remain near, holding what is tender, guarding what is fragile. Every heartbeat preserved beneath your watchful care, like starlight softly scattered across a sleeping valley, like a soft breeze passing through olive branches. So your peace moves through the inner being, filling empty spaces, smoothing rough edges. Rest becomes natural, effortless, complete. The body mirrors the soul's calm, muscles loosen, shoulders drop, breathing slows into a gentle rhythm, a natural ebb and flow, each inhale bringing trust, each exhale letting go. Even the subtle anxieties of the day fade, dissolving quietly, leaving only quiet assurance that nothing is lost beyond your keeping, nothing is outside your care, all is safe in the steadiness of your presence. Let the soul absorb this quiet fully. Let awareness rest without strain. Let the heart dwell in the simplicity of being held. No need to act, no need to prepare, only the gentle, sustaining nearness of God remains. Peace flows slowly through every thought, every breath, every pulse, wrapping the whole being in quiet continuity. The night itself seems to participate, holding everything in gentle embrace. Let this calm deepen naturally. Let the assurance of preservation sink in. Let rest settle over the mind and body completely. Nothing disturbs, nothing interrupts, only the soft rhythm of God's presence remains. A hush spreads across the room. The quiet feels tangible, like evening mist settling over a still valley. Every part of the body begins to release. The heart feels lighter, the mind slower, the spirit calm. Thoughts no longer clamor. They move softly, like shadows passing through starlight, each one acknowledged, each one allowed to rest. There is no need to follow them, no need to hold on to them. The soul simply floats in the gentle space between breaths. God, whose presence is like a quiet river, flowing steadily through the night. There is no rush in your nearness, no urgency in your keeping. Every moment of life, seen and unseen, remains held. Even the unspoken fears and silent longings rest safely with you. Like water smooth and still beneath the moon's glow, like olive branches swaying softly in an evening breeze, so the soul mirrors your calm. Edges soften, resistance fades. Peace spreads through every corner of being. Breath deepens naturally, rising and falling, slow and even. Muscles loosen, the body feels supported. The heart trusts the rhythm, each inhale bringing reassurance, each exhale carrying release. The day's burdens now rest. The weight of small worries lifts. All that was held tightly is gently released. Nothing slips from care, nothing escapes preservation. Every part of life remains safely within your hands. Let the night deepen this peace. Let stillness grow without interruption. Let the soul rest fully in the assurance of preservation. Trust is no longer a thought. It becomes the quiet pulse of every breath. The quiet surrounds every limb, every thought, every heartbeat. Steady, constant, comforting. The body and soul are cradled in the soft continuity of your presence. Nothing presses in, nothing disturbs. Only the gentle, flowing embrace of divine care remains. Let the mind release fully. Let awareness soften completely. Let rest sink deeper with each slow breath. The night carries everything tenderly, and the soul floats in the calm of your keeping. The evening deepens further. A soft stillness wraps around every part of being. The heart rests quietly. The mind slows. The body surrenders gently to the rhythm of night. Thoughts drift like clouds across a peaceful sky. They arrive and depart without urgency. No tension clings. No worry lingers. Each moment unfolds slowly. Each breath brings reassurance. Each exhale carries release. God, whose hand sustains without effort. Your nearness is like a quiet harbor. Every heartbeat, every small thought, every secret corner of life, held tenderly beneath your attentive care. Even the parts of the soul that feel weary or fragile find their place of safety in you, like still waters reflecting starlight, like a valley resting beneath evening shadows. So the inner being rests in your preservation. The soul learns again that it need not guard itself, that peace is already present, already enough. Muscles loosen, shoulders drop, breathing deepens, slow and even. The body mirrors the calm of the soul, sinking further into rest with each exhale, each inhale carrying trust, each exhale carrying surrender. Even the remnants of the day's strain fade, tension dissipates without effort. The mind rests in a gentle quiet. The heart trusts the completeness of your care, and all that has been held tightly now lies softened. Let this sense of safety grow. Let peace flow steadily through every thought and feeling. Let rest continue to deepen. The soul knows that nothing essential is beyond your keeping, and that every part of life is preserved. The night becomes a gentle guide, leading the heart and body toward deeper stillness, wrapping all in a steady, quiet embrace. Nothing presses, nothing demands, only the soft, sustaining presence of God remains. Let this calm continue to spread through mind, body, and spirit, filling every space with quiet assurance, and carrying the soul further into the gift of night. A gentle quiet settles over everything. The night feels wide and safe. The heart rests fully. The body surrenders completely. The mind drifts slowly, like clouds across a soft evening sky. Thoughts no longer cling. They come and go like leaves on still water. No effort is needed to hold or release them. Each breath carries trust. Each exhale carries peace. The soul floats effortlessly in this sacred calm. God, whose presence never wavers, here, in this soft hour. A soul dwells fully in your nearness. There is no need to strive, no need to protect. Every part of life is preserved, every heartbeat attended. Even the quietest fears are held tenderly. Even the faintest joys rest safely within your care. Like still waters reflecting the gentle glow of evening stars. Like olive trees swaying slowly in the night breeze. So the inner being is cradled in your faithful presence. Edges soften, resistance fades. Peace spreads through every part of mind, body, and spirit. The body is entirely relaxed. Breathing flows with quiet rhythm. Muscles release tension without thought. The heart beats easily. The soul rests in the unhurried rhythm of your care. Even memories of the day fade softly. Nothing lingers that requires attention. Everything that was held tightly has been surrendered. All is preserved in your keeping. Nothing essential slips from your watchful hand. Let the night enfold the soul completely. Let the peace of your presence settle deeper still. Let trust grow quietly, naturally, without effort. Every thought and feeling is held. Every part of being rests securely in your care. The quiet deepens. The world outside recedes. Only the gentle pulse of your nearness remains. Nothing disturbs. Nothing presses. The soul knows rest, pure and unbroken. Let this abiding calm continue. Through every breath, every heartbeat, every silent thought. Filling the soul with the steady assurance of your preservation. Let rest flow naturally, completely, wrapped in the gentle, sustaining presence of God. The night now feels like a soft embrace. Shadows settle quietly across the room. The body lies heavy and relaxed. The mind drifts with ease. The heart rests fully in the calm of this hour. Thoughts come slowly, like gentle ripples across still water. They touch the surface, then fade. Each inhale draws peace. Each exhale releases any remaining tension. The soul moves closer to the gentle edge of sleep. God, who preserves life in every moment. A soul leans into your nearness. No effort is required, no striving necessary. Everything that has been held, carried, or guarded is safe. All is within the quiet strength of your keeping. Like starlight reflecting on calm water, like olive trees bending gently beneath the night breeze. So the soul feels cradled in your presence. Edges of worry dissolve. Peace spreads through every thought and feeling. Breathing becomes slower, rhythmic, effortless. Muscles surrender fully. The body sinks deeper into comfort. The mind softens. The soul drifts nearer to sleep with each passing moment. Even lingering cares of the day now fade. The weight of worry lifts naturally. All that has been held tightly rests completely in your hands. Nothing slips beyond your watchful care. Even the quietest parts of the heart are preserved. Let trust grow quietly. Let surrender deepen naturally. Let the soul glide gently toward rest. All is safe. All is held. Every breath is a quiet affirmation of your preservation. The night carries the soul tenderly, wrapping mind, body, and spirit in steady, Calm, every beat of the heart aligns with your gentle rhythm. Nothing disturbs, nothing intrudes, only the quiet, sustaining presence of God remains. Let sleep approach softly, without effort, without worry. Let consciousness drift easily into your care, held completely, loved faithfully, safe beneath the shelter of your keeping. The night feels fuller now. A gentle darkness envelops everything. The body is heavy, fully relaxed. The mind drifts effortlessly. The heart moves closer to the edge of sleep. Thoughts are soft, fleeting, like starlight reflected on still water. Each one appears, then fades. Breathing flows slowly, naturally. Inhale brings calm. Exhale releases the last whispers of tension. The soul is carried toward rest without effort. God whose care never falters. A soul leans completely into your nearness. No strength is required, no vigilance remains. Everything held, all that was guarded, rests securely in your hands. All life, every heartbeat, every quiet part of being, preserved and safe. Like olive trees swaying gently in an evening breeze. Like valleys blanketed in moonlight. So the soul feels sheltered, steady, complete. Edges soften further, resistance falls away. Peace flows slowly through every corner of mind, body, and spirit. Muscles loosen entirely. Breath moves with quiet rhythm. The body and soul align in a gentle, unhurried pulse. Sleep draws nearer, closer with every heartbeat. The soul surrenders to the quiet gift of rest. Even lingering traces of worry dissolve. All that was carried lightly drifts away. Nothing essential slips beyond your keeping. Everything is held, preserved, trusted completely. The night itself seems to guard the soul tenderly. Let surrender deepen naturally. Let the heart remain soft, unguarded. Let trust carry the soul closer to sleep. All is safe, all is steady, every breath a quiet testament to your faithful presence. The stillness grows, encompassing body, mind, and spirit. Nothing intrudes, nothing disturbs. Only the gentle, sustaining nearness of God remains. The soul leans fully into this calm, letting go completely. The night now holds a tender hush. Every shadow softens, every sound fades. The body lies heavy and fully at ease. The mind drifts gently, like a leaf floating on calm water. The heart moves quietly toward the threshold of sleep. Thoughts appear briefly, then vanish. Each inhale brings deeper calm. Each exhale carries away the last fragments of the day. The soul glides effortlessly into rest. There is no need to hold, no need to guard. God who preserves all life. The soul leans entirely into your presence. Every heartbeat, every quiet thought, every hidden longing, held tenderly in your faithful care. Even the most fragile corners of being rest safely with you. Like starlight spilling softly across a sleeping valley, like olive branches bending gently in the night breeze. So the soul is cradled in your sustaining nearness, edges soften completely. Peace flows freely through every part of mind, body, and spirit. Breath moves slow, rhythmic, natural. Muscles release the last tension. The body sinks deeper into comfort. The heart rests fully. The soul drifts closer to the gentle embrace of sleep. Even the lingering echoes of worry dissolve. All that was held tightly is offered entirely to your keeping. Nothing slips beyond your watchful care. Everything is preserved, protected, and secure. The night itself seems to guard the soul tenderly. Let surrender grow even deeper. Let trust become the natural rhythm of every breath. Let the heart remain soft and unguarded. All is safe. All is steady. The soul moves closer to sleep in quiet assurance of your presence. The world outside fades. The mind releases fully. The body relaxes completely. Only the gentle, sustaining nearness of God remains. Sleep approaches softly, naturally, effortlessly. The night now feels complete in its stillness. A quiet calm rests over every part of being. The heart is soft. the body heavy. The mind drifts slowly, carried by gentle breath. Every thought surrenders into the vast quiet of night. The burdens of the day have been released. Every tension and worry lies lightly in your care. There is nothing to hold, nothing to guard. The soul rests fully in the assurance of your faithful keeping. Life itself, every heartbeat, every quiet part of being, preserved and safe. God who watches without weariness. Your nearness is like a gentle covering. Every part of the soul feels protected. Every hidden longing rests in your hands. Nothing essential is lost. Nothing fragile slips beyond your care. Like still waters reflecting starlight. Like a quiet valley cradled in evening shadow. So the soul is embraced completely. Peace flows steadily, deeply. Safety and calm surround every breath. The body and mind are fully surrendered. Muscles relaxed. Shoulders softened. Breathing slow. Rhythmic. Natural. The heart beats easily. The soul leans gently into the near sleep that awaits. Let this moment linger. Let every sense absorb the quiet assurance of your presence. Let trust fill the spaces that once held worry. All is held. All is preserved. The soul rests in the gentle, sustaining care of God. Let the night carry every thought, every heartbeat, every quiet breath, toward deeper rest, toward the stillness that welcomes sleep, wrapped tenderly in the protective, watchful presence of God. Every part of being fully safe, fully preserved, fully at peace. The night now holds the soul in complete calm. Every shadow rests quietly. Every sound softens. The body lies heavy and at ease. The mind drifts freely. The heart rests fully in the gentle embrace of your presence. God who preserves life, every heartbeat, every quiet thought, every hidden longing, is held tenderly in your care. Nothing essential slips from your keeping. Everything rests secure beneath your faithful watch. Like still waters reflecting the soft glow of starlight. Like valleys resting peacefully under evening skies. So the soul feels cradled, edges of tension dissolve. Peace flows steadily through every part of mind, body, and spirit. Breath rises and falls in quiet rhythm. Muscles release fully. The body sinks deeper into the comfort of rest. The mind softens completely. The heart beats easily. The soul leans fully into the gentle gift of sleep. Even the faintest worries dissolve. All that was held tightly is now gently released. Nothing slips beyond your care. Everything is preserved, protected, held securely. The night itself seems to carry the soul tenderly. Let trust deepen. Let surrender be complete. Let rest flow naturally, effortlessly. Peace settles over every thought, every feeling, every breath. All is safe in the sustaining presence of God. Sleep arrives softly, carried on the quiet rhythm of your faithful keeping. The body, mind, and soul aligned in calm, every part of being embraced in divine preservation. Rest flows fully, completely, deeply. Let this final blessing of the night remain, a quiet assurance of your care, a gentle reminder that life is preserved, that nothing is lost, nothing slips from your hand, all is held safely, lovingly, eternally. Go now into sleep, carried on the wings of peace, wrapped in the gentle, sustaining presence of God, every part of being fully safe, fully preserved, fully at rest. This is the gift of the night. This is the promise of your faithful love. Rest completely, trust fully, sleep gently beneath the shadow of your care.